Party people, it's day 40, and it is one of those days. I'm not even gonna lie to you. I'm at rest, but like I'm missing this place of rest. Like I just cannot stop picturing a hammock. I just keep on envisioning a hammock. I used to own a hammock, and I'm missing a hammock. But there's also symbolism behind the number 40. 40 is the number of tribulation. And so, anytime we saw Jesus, Elijah, Moses doing these fasts, they were doing 40 days, 40 nights. And I mean, if you guys don't know, I've done a 40-day fast before, not without water, but definitely without food. And it was gruesome. It was gruesome, okay? But I got so much clarity during that moment, during that time, that I'm not saying I would sign up to do it again, but I am saying that God rewarded me for my obedience. But yeah, so maybe that's this whole, like, I don't know what I'm feeling surrounding day 40. It's like, though I was in this state of rest because my nervous system, or rather my body, my organs were not overworking to process food, which is technically like a body at rest, a system at rest. I cannot lie to you and tell you that my flesh wasn't at war. That my flesh was not warring with me. Like, girl, I said a few choice words to God. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know who you think. Which, you know what I'm saying, not justifying profanity. What I'm saying, if anyone was going to correct me, it would have been my father, and I've been able to express these things with my father, and he not judge me, but rather correct me in a loving way, guiding me to the truth of what I'm feeling, and not necessarily about how I'm expressing. But let's get into it. So if you don't know what you're doing here, 2 minutes into the video, you are here because we are reading My Ground Up, a self-love workbook for the generational curse breaker, okay? And you are tapping into a frequency where we break curses, limiting beliefs, patterns, and cycles, and we're reprogramming our mind. We're reprogramming our brain, stepping into a higher consciousness and awareness for us to be able to do that, and ultimately becoming our best self, trading in those generational curses for generational wealth. And so that's what you're doing here today. And so we're going to do a little cha-cha-cha. And we are on page 119, 118, and it says detoxing. So I already know we are in the solar plexus. This is where we really get into fasting in this chapter, so it's not a coincidence, right? I'm going to go ahead and go for the right page because the solar plexus is masculine energy. It is yang, right? It is right-brained, if you will. And we're going to take the second paragraph, which is technically the first paragraph because the other is a continuation from the prior page. But I do want us to read the scripture for the solar plexus first. So let's do that. So it says, "But Jesus did not commit himself unto them because he knew all men and needed not that any should testify of man, for he knew what was in man." John 2:24 through 25. And now back to it. Let's go ahead, if you will, you can take a screenshot of this picture or of this picture of this page so you can read on your own. And like I said, also click the link in my bio, grab yours so we can do the work together. Okay. Yeah, I forgot about that, right? If this resonates with you, and like I said, if you are the chosen one to say, make the change the trajectory, you're the trailblazer, be sure to like this video, save this video, and follow, okay? Because we're on day 40 and we have a while to go. But you do not want to miss this party, okay? You can't afford to miss this party. And so yeah, if today's read resonates with you, also engage or just click the link in my bio. Grab yours so we can do it together. Now to the reading. So we're here. It says, since we cannot physically see our spiritual bodies, we can neglect the fact that they require detoxing. Yet, if we want to step into our mission, we will need to pack light. It is time to clear out the old and anything not useful. There is a spiritual practice called cord cutting, a method in which we call all our energy back to us using affirmations such as, I call all my energy back to me, healed and whole throughout all time, space, and dimensions. However, the work does not end there. Being the body has many layers, the ego acts as a filter over the spiritual, mental, emotional, right? Or over the spiritual, which is encompassing your mental and your emotional light body. And is also conducive to our aura or an auric field. The auric field is associated with our chakras. Each chakra has its projection. Although each one projects individually, altogether they cast a body of light. This body, the aura, straddles the ego body and the light, spiritual body. Next page. Acting as both a receptor and transmitter of universal information. When all bodies are purified, they project a harmonious light and we become magnets. In some cases, we attract moths to our flame. Oh my God, I would laugh. Of course I would laugh because it's just so on time. This is when you start looking really yummy, right? And for some, your light will awaken them, and for others, it will blind them. You know what I'm saying? And so you can get those energy vampires who try to attach themselves to you because you're shining so bright and they want to dim your light. And then for the others, they're inspired and they're like, my God, I'm learning something here. And, you know, I want to stick around. And so hopefully that's you. Click the link in my bio, grab yours so we can do the work together, babe. Till next time.